Hello, what is up everyone? It's Sharon. Welcome back to my channel, and this video is a continuation of the previous video that I posted concerning the reasons I decided to quit fashion design. And this video is all about my new major that I chose, which is communication design. It goes by different names. Some people simply call it graphic design. So today I want to talk to you about the reasons why I decided to choose this major as my best option to go into fashion. So let's get on with the video. I'm saying video a lot, but I think I said it like 5 times already. Forgive me. I need like more vocabulary in this, you know? Okay. Before I dive into the reasons why I personally decided this was the best major for me, I should first explain what exactly is communication design. According to the Parsons website,
as a BFA communication design student, you begin your major with intense focus on typography and interaction, then go on to complete courses, internships, and sponsored projects in editorial design, interaction design, branding, web, mobile, product design, type design, motion graphics, advertising design, and information design. It's essentially being in this digital atmosphere and learning age from Photoshop to Illustrator, learning how a type works, learning fonts, spacing things in magazines. It's sort of that arranging things in a digital screen.
At first, I really did not want to go into communication design because I thought I hated graphic design, but they also integrate a sort of like advertising, business, editorial aspect I actually really liked and really want to learn more about. But then there are 3 big reasons why I decided to choose this major and someone who's planning to go into fashion. The first reason, I realized I had to be flexible. This was a major point I pointed out in my previous video. In this industry, it's very immersive. You kind of need to know a little bit of everything, and the way the industry just is should be consistent with how I approach my work and the skills that I learn. And what I mean by this is being in this creative atmosphere, it means it's essentially art. Fashion is art. And in art, there is no right or wrong way to do something. It's not like a STEM major, science, math, that sort of stuff, where you need to know XYZ skills to do something correctly. Because it's hard for me to just phrase it correctly, I'll just read it off of my blog post here. If the very nature of this industry does permit freedom in the completion of a task, likewise, that means the skills necessary to be successful here are also open to solutions. Something flexible like the broad areas you study in communication design. This is what I found. And in ComD, you learn things not even just strictly related to graphic design. It has that hint of business, which I like in it, and in whatever field you're in, any industry is a business. This is something that we already know. We are in a digital age. The internet is just something we can't ignore, and I wanted to learn skills that were relevant to our times. People don't really print as much anymore. Everything's online, everything's digital age. If these are things that I would most likely, if not definitely, face sometime in my career, I might as well master them. And the third and last reason why I decided to choose ComD was because I wanted something that was flexible but still concrete enough to be focused. I've said this like 3 or 4 times throughout this video already, but it's not just strictly learning one thing, but you kind of branch around this general cloud around graphics and the digital sphere. There was this other major called integrative design, which is essentially a make your own major sort of field. I decided not to choose integrative because it seemed a little too vague. I came across this fear of if I put down integrative design as my major on my resume, my employer might potentially think, what even is integrative design? It seemed a little too broad for me to like confidently say to them that this is a focused enough major where I am an expert in. But ComD, even though it's still flexible, it's still a specific area in which those skills I learn I can master. But Sharon, communication design doesn't have the word fashion in it, and my solution to that is that my work experience, internships, retail will exclusively be within fashion, so they know that I want to be here, but my major just suggests that I'm a little bit more techie about it. That is it for today's video, guys. I know it was a little short, but I thought it was appropriate to follow up the previous video. Again, if you haven't watched my previous post about the 5 reasons why I decided to quit fashion design, go watch that now. If you are debating whether or not to be a fashion designer or if you want to be in fashion at all, I think that's a good video for you to watch. Follow me on Instagram to see more behind the scenes content from internships and projects I'm doing currently at school. Leave a comment down below telling me what other videos you'd like to see. Nonetheless, I thank you guys again for watching, and until next time, I will see you later.